Elliot Rodger may not be much of a comedian, but goodness, he's the funniest guy I know. Hey, how you doing? It's your boy, back at it again with another literary analysis review. Ooh. Today, we're talking about the controversial, unofficial Diary of a Wimpy Kid parody, Diary of a Supreme Gentleman. Being an avid Monkey Jones viewer, I've awaited the arrival of this book for some time now. And boy am I glad, because I've acquired the discontinued Lulu version of it. Because Lulu took the book down. You can't get it anymore from Lulu. Diary of a Supreme G focuses on the Isla Vista shooter Elliot Rodger, who, on his quote, day of retribution, murdered 6 people who had nothing to do with his struggle. I hope I don't get investigated for purchasing this book. Elliot's a loser if it isn't obvious enough. He allowed needless things such as sex and the approval of others to take over his pathetic life. Ooh, so tragic. After reading this, I thought about myself a lot, and although I do relate to Elliot on a few things, I'm nothing like this little boy. This little boy. First off, I can care less about being liked. If you want to be liked, develop your character first. Also, if you want people to approach you, have something that intrigues them, you know? Don't sit in the corner and act as though you deserve it. Because, Elliot, you fucking don't. One thing that struck me was that Elliot would always blame others for his social shortcomings. Now, I don't know to what extent Elliot takes these two in the source material, but I have no desire to waste my time reading the full manifesto. I've already read a fictional manifesto in another Monkey Jones book, and I gotta say, they come off as very, very whiny. I can't comprehend how anyone can complete a manifesto and still think going on a massacre is a good idea. I guess Elliot, after writing over 100 pages, must have thought he was in too deep, and there's no coming back. By the way, the Triflers gets really twisted towards the middle. Pun intended. It's advertised as a book about a school shooting, but it's really a book about a group of kids, and one of them happens to do a school shooting. I thought it was alright. Good show. My favorite part of Diary of a Supreme G is Elliot's first time with a mattress. On page 88, there's a paragraph where, you know, you'd think Elliot wouldn't be this descriptive in his manifesto, but that's completely untrue.
I often fantasized about hot, naked girls while rubbing my penis against my mattress at night. One time, while doing this, I felt an intense stirring numbness all around my fully erect penis, and it extended all over my body. It felt magical and ecstatic, and I kept rubbing my penis on the mattress. That was when the orgasm happened. I couldn't believe how much pleasure I felt from that. I looked down at my penis to see that my semen had poured all over it, like a volcanic eruption of white, sticky fluid. What was happening to me? I thought of myself. With nervous excitement, it was like nothing I had ever seen or experienced before. Something completely out of my world. I felt really guilty afterwards, so I refrained from telling anyone about it.
Don't bring Elliot to a mattress firm, okay? He might splooge on the mattresses. All the mattresses. He might take the mattress to the prom. All in all, Diary of a Supreme G is okay. It's an easy read and it pays tribute to the Diary of a Wimpy Kid franchise pretty well. In my opinion, you could probably knock this out in one sitting. I mean, that's pretty great opposed to the other option being a full-length manifesto where the author takes himself way too freaking seriously. That being said, Diary of a Supreme Gentleman is being placed on the good shelf. People shouldn't take mass shooters seriously. They're freaking losers. My boy Elliot Mattress Man Rodgers splooges in his bedroom, in his bed, and sleeps in it. You know, Susan, Elliot's got a thing for blondes. Anyways, I'm out, guys. But first, I'm gonna go to Starbucks. Ain't that right, Susan?
Hi, everyone.
Let's go to Starbucks!
What are we doing?
We're doing the Starbucks job. So I'm gonna go in, all inconspicuous, with my hidden mic. Uh-oh, these guys are trying to get vanilla lattes too. So we're gonna go in and get a grande vanilla latte. Apparently Elliot liked vanilla lattes, okay?
But only mediums.
Only grandes. They're not mediums, they're grandes. I lived here all my life, and I didn't notice that there was a mattress firm next to a Starbucks. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna read a few quotes about Starbucks too.
place is loud. You wanna hold my book? Hold my book? Hold my book. Can I have a grande vanilla latte, please?
Huh?
Yeah. This is turning out to be a lot like the real day of retribution.
What?
Failure. Oh, we can sit out here. They didn't ask for names. The whole objective was I'd order as Elliot, and
I'd order as Roger, and they would call out Elliot Roger.
yeah, that.
They didn't ask for fucking names.
I wonder why. I'll be honest, this smells terrible.
It really
It smells freaking terrible. This was $4 freaking bucks. I found myself falling into daily habits in the early months of my college life. For example, I started each day with an early visit to Starbucks so that I could enjoy a vanilla latte, the hot beverage of choice for esteemed gentlemen such as myself.
Sweet. We're esteemed gentlemen.
I then drove to Starbucks to have my morning latte and felt envious of whenever I saw a young couple there. On my drive back to school, I was waiting at a stoplight in Isla Vista and noticed two hot blonde girls waiting at the bus stop. I stared directly at them with a friendly smile, but neither of them dawned to smile back. I think that's dawn. That word? The delicious duo completely ignored my flirtatious smile and instead looked away as if I was a fool. This was the way all girls treated me, and I wasn't going to let them get away with it any longer. In a rage, I splashed my Starbucks latte all over them and sped away. No, I think I missed something. He spilled his latte on another couple. I was quickly on my feet to follow. I chased them to their car and splashed my hot coffee all over their faces and clothes. They both screamed, and I ran away in fear, my heart pounding a mile per second. When I arrived safely at home, I suffered in the humiliating realization that he was still the winner. Sure, they got splashed with coffee, but he still had a beautiful girl while I was all alone.
I think Elliot deserves to be alone.
Did that girl look at me? Did that girl look at me when she walked by? Think I got a chance? Is Memorial Day like next weekend or something?
I think so. This might date the video.
It's fine. Today's the day of retribution. Wednesday, May 23rd. If I'm lucky, this will be up by the evening, right?
Actually, yeah. Because you have everything edited.
I often fantasized about hot naked girls while rubbing my penis against my mattress. One time while I was doing this, there was an intense stirring numbness all around my penis, and a volcanic eruption of white sticky fluid spurted out. I had no idea what had just happened. The only thing I was certain of was that it felt heavenly. However, I felt extremely guilty about what had transpired, and I decided not to tell anyone. Hey, yo, did you see that girl? She was looking at me. I wonder why. We go to Walmart and read Elliot Rogers?
Should we?
No, we go to Walmart in every video. Stop. What do you think they thought we were doing in front of a mattress there?
Being assholes.
They got a value zone in there. This is a beautiful day of retribution.